Ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New Orleans Saints. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set! 319! 319! Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is caught by Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They go play action here on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Good contain. No gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started in minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Banjo.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll drop to throw. The 20. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
Here we go.
Give him 30 yards there.
Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ferguson. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Looking to throw. On the check down, he finds Kamara. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the 1st down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Here we go with Kamara. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
That's caught. It's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He got 29 yards that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang to big.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. It's their quarterback hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Now back to throw. He's going to air one out. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Detroit. Detroit.
They're going to look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a perfect.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Check, butt set. Check, butt set. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for 4th down.
You don't want no problems. You don't want no problems with me. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. On the comebacker, complete. It's Cole. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
Brandon, I have one word for you after that completion for a first down.
Lucky?
Analytics.
Well, the analytics say punt the football there.
So we're changing to analytics as we go, right? What a big-time play for them, and really took a big-time chance.
Yeah, big-time first-half chance. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 12 more yards there and another first down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
4 down, check. Set, 3-19, 3-19.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Saints. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to New Orleans after this. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way down to the 37. A big run by the big man Fournette, 62 yards. What a big run there to get out from the shadow of their own end zone. The defense is probably thinking, hey, let's pin them deep. Not the case.
You're exactly right. When I played, we used to have a defensive coordinator in these situations who would call the defense and tag onto it, get a safety, push them back. And sometimes you overcommit on defense, and it worked against them in this play. Offense worked it out very, very well.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll look to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. past the there he goes left side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Lambeau on for the extra point. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Right there,
He'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They'll set up to throw. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tight end right. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39. Gun. Under 10. Check motion.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll look to throw here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Von Bell up to make the tackle.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints move back within a couple of the lead. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a third and about 5. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Back now here live in New Orleans. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Single. SOS. Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Leonard Fournette stops short of the marker on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Gun! Four down. Watch him now, Barney. No.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but This offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
No, check.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Room to run inside the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone!
They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Leonard Fournette denied on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He's back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone. Back to throw. Flushed out right. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Short gain, last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. He'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
They'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. 2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Detroit! 85 is coming. 85 is coming. Watch him.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
All right, here we go. 3.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
All right, now look at me.
Looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
You have no timeouts. You absolutely know you have to get out of bounds. That's been practiced many, many times. Can't afford to blow it in this situation.
So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This from long, very long range. Does he have the distance? He does. It's good. My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires.